What's up, guys? We're back with ÜWatt. As always, it is me, Jace, joined by my very good friend Squeak. You know, I almost couldn't do it with a straight face, Squeak, after you just sent me that photo. I just want to clear it up. It's not a green dildo or any kind of nudity. But yeah, no, just that was that face. Jesus. How's your week been, Squeak? You alright?
Yeah, I am okay. I'm always okay.
Yeah.
I'm always content. I'm
Never
never
good,
happy,
never bad.
never too sad. Just
Cool.
grumpy. I do have a big confession to make though.
What's that?
You know, a few weeks ago we had the technical issues,
Yes.
and I told you that my PC froze.
Yes.
It was all a lie. What actually happened is my PC exploded. I died. But beforehand, I traveled back in time to tell myself that something bad was going to happen, so I come forward in time from the past, and I am actually past me, travel to the future to be present me.
Whoa.
Mind blown.
Like, seriously, I can't. What? No. You really caught me off guard there. I think
Yeah.
this is. Are you moving into comedy? Is that what's going on? Are you trying to change your persona for 2016? You trying
No,
to be a
that's-
funny guy?
That's
that what you're trying to
actually
be?
what happened.
Okay.
Have you not noticed slight differences with me, Jace? That's because things didn't happen to me.
Well, that picture of you with
happened
that
to me.
picture of you having hair, I guess, is evidence that there is a Squeak in another multiverse. I
Exactly. Well, not anymore, because he's right here.
guess. Shaved your head, and now you're present day Squeak.
I have to take over the Squeak of this universe.
Okay, that's cool. So you're like Jet Li, you're just gonna destroy the other you so that you become stronger.
No, I don't like destroy them as such. Just absorb.
Okay. So the thing is,
we just like rub ourselves together and sort of.
I've come to the conclusion that I never experienced time travel. Like I've come to terms with that. I am never going to experience time travel in my life.
Time travel is a very confusing thing because it's that thing of, is it a singular timeline? We're going off on a tangent here, but is it a singular timeline or is it many different timelines? Because I always say if you watch a film and they see themselves, they're jumping to a different timeline and affecting a different timeline, not their own. Whereas if you can't see yourself, it's one person within a single timeline.
The thing is, with the single person in a timeline, the reason why I've come to the conclusion is because I would have already gone back and put in the correct lottery numbers, and then just returned to the time I was in.
Yeah,
I would have done it when I was like 18, so I'd already be like a millionaire. I'd be the guy that won the Euro Millions 3 weeks in a row. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think if you ever meet yourself, you'll obviously know that time travel is available.
Yeah, and
Right, at some
I would have
point.
met myself already.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna happen. Sorry. Well, it's not gonna happen for me anyway. It doesn't mean it's not gonna happen for anyone. Anybody out
No,
there?
no.
CES 2016 is happening, and I haven't seen all of it, but you never know. Time travel could be coming. But before I get into CES, Squeak, what have you been playing this week?
I've been stuck on Elite Dangerous. Well, not stuck in the sense of, but I've been engrossed,
Okay.
absorbed. It's my new Fallout.
Fully engaged.
Yeah. We had the hilarity of you and Sprees not being able to dock. I felt that pain yesterday.
I missed it.
I was smuggling. Ooh.
Okay.
Smuggling. I was smuggling slaves. It's probably not a good thing to.
Wow, you were smuggling slaves.
Hey, it's not me.
Well,
it's
like
the
you
game.
were
It's the
selling
game
them.
me. No, I was.
The gay you.
Not the gay me. The game me. Right.
Okay.
But essentially, I'm just a transporter. I don't ask questions.
Is
They
that why you
just stole my
shaved your
car,
head? Are
though.
you Jason Statham? Is that why you shaved your head? Yeah? You're just a transporter. That makes you feel better if you're transporting slaves. It's disgusting.
No, no,
It's
the money
disgusting.
does.
It's disgusting. But
Um.
that
So
is.
yeah. Anyway, I can't get scanned on entering this hub,
Hmm.
the space station, and I'm like, right, I got a boost in, I got a jet into this little like letterbox
Yeah.
shaped thing. My ship's quite big now. I'm like, I can do this.
How
So
did it go
from
on the first attempt?
6 kilometers out, I boost. I'm
Okay.
like, I'm lined up. I'm like, yes, I've got this. I've got this. And then it starts spinning, doesn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
And I smash into the side of the wall. And then I got scanned. So not only did I get damage and have to pay out loads, I then got a fine for smuggling illicit goods.
What do you? What is
What
the
is?
fine for smuggling slaves?
It's only 20 grand.
Wow. They
It's
do
not
not frown
funny.
upon it that much, then, do they?
I know, right? And the
Wow.
mission, and I lost a mil too as well. So I was a bit unhappy,
It's good to
but
see that, like, things are improving with your life in Elite Dangerous. Because you were saying the other day that they've got an update coming soon with planets. Were you saying they're putting like the bases on the planet soon?
yeah, they're gonna have there's YouTube videos out there of like they're gonna have planetary landings, but they're only doing um rocky and like ice worlds and stuff like that
Okay.
to start with, and then eventually they're gonna do ones with atmospheres and things like that.
Okay. Do you know what would be sick? Yeah, is if like when you're playing through and then you get towards like Earth and stuff, like into that system, and then like you see like some of the little minion-looking people from Kerbal Space Program.
Oh wow. There
It's like a
are
little
actually,
crossover.
I think there's plans to put aliens in it as well because in the old one there was I don't know what their actual name is, something like Thargold or something like that. But there was an alien race in the old one that were wiped out, so they left space. But apparently they might be coming back into it and stuff like that. But the space is quite big. I mean, the actual galaxy is massive.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
crazy, man. But yeah, so we won't dwell on that too much.
yeah.
I was just said that I'll talk about CES. So the what was it? The Consumer Electronics trade show or what it is? CES 2016. And there's been loads of things that have come upon it. And one thing that stood out to me, and I made me think of you and your tap dancing dog, is there's a thing been designed called Clever Pet. Have you heard of it?
No, I
It's
have not.
it's being dubbed as a games console for dogs.
What?
Yep. That's what it's being dubbed as. I mean, it doesn't go as far as to plug into your TV and stuff, but it's one of those things, obviously, where people live in their busy lives. They can't always be at home, so it's stuff to kind of keep your animal entertained when you're away.
Okay.
And it looks like almost like a bubble that has like treats like inside of it. And throughout the day, there are like 3 lit up pads, and the animal has to press the blue one in order for it to produce a treat. And so sometimes it will light up all 3, sometimes it will light up 2 white and 1 blue, and your animal has to basically figure out which one to press in order to get the food.
So essentially, it is like a game to make obese pets.
Well, the thing is, I guess it would be if it continually done it, but it looks like you sort of leave it there, and it will do it, and then your pet plays, and then say it won't do it for like however long you specify.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So you could have it set to every hour of the day.
I don't know why.
And then you'll hear a little tap dancing.
I feel only a crazy person would make that.
The thing is, there's loads of stuff that people have made so that their pets like entertain. There's like this pet cube you can get, and you can, as long as you've got an internet connection on your phone, you can connect to it, and you can like put like a laser pointer on the floor. You can talk through it, so your animals can hear you coming out of the box, and you can see them. It's quite weird.
The thing is, what price is it going to be?
Well, it says on here they're having a flash sale during CES 2016. Pre-orders close on January 10th. Today. Oof. So if you want it, it's $269. Otherwise, it's $300.
Wow.
That's the thing. I can't remember how much the price of this pet cube is, but that's quite expensive. It's just one of those things, I guess, that there used to be a time where you'd get a dog and you'd always be with your dog, but I guess as time's going on, you're working more and more, aren't you? Like just generally, and You're not in the house as much.
Don't get me wrong, like, I love my dog. But I'm not gonna spend 300 quid
See,
on something that feeds
I know
her.
people that have bought TVs for their dog.
Ooh.
The dog had a TV in the back room. The back room was the dog's room, and it had a TV that was the same size as the living room TV. And the lady would leave the TV on all day for the dog. So when she was at work, she'd set up the what's it called, like the program guide, so that it'd put his shows on, it'd change over at the right time. He had digital.
Are you serious?
Genuinely, okay, I'm not kidding you. I haven't seen her
Wait,
for a while,
the
but
dog.
she had a staffy, and yeah, the dog she had like digital in 2 rooms. Obviously, she'd use the back room now and again, but throughout the day, it was programmed to switch channels throughout the day. Like you can do change channel at start on the
Yeah.
guide. She'd done that for her animals.
The thing is, don't get me wrong, yeah. Like, cool. Leave some sort of noise on,
The
so that they're
radio.
not. Do you know? But like, it's the thing.
Is this
You're
troubling
telling,
you?
yeah, because you're telling me this dog wanted specific channels
She
and
established that the
programs.
dog liked certain things, so she would set the channel guide so they would do it. So obviously there'd be some stuff in the morning. So like I swear she used to always chat about him watching like either the right stuff or something like that.
Do you
And
still
then
talk to her?
no, I haven't worked with her for years.
I was gonna say, because I want to ask the question. What's the dog's favorite show?
I
That's
think she'd
what
probably
I
tell
want.
you. She'd probably tell you. She did like it's really nice when somebody loves their animals. But yeah, it was quite crazy. But yeah, I feel like this is becoming a show about animals and their owners. Moving on to other things at CES. Um, what's it called? It's like called the Flex Cam, and it's a. It looks like was it Small Soldiers, Toy Soldiers?
With the Gorgonites,
Yeah,
small soldiers.
there was the Gorgonite that just had like there was like a Cyclops
Yeah.
with like tentacle leg sort of thing. Yeah. Well, him. It looks like him, but the eye is in fact a camera, and it looks like you can customize the top of it so you can give it different personalities. But it's it's I don't know if the purpose of it is to be like for taking selfies, but it's flexible material with a camera on the end, so you can wrap it around your wrist or wrap it around something that's a camera. The thing is, it's got 1080p full HD video capabilities and an 8 megapixel camera.
Okay.
And yeah, it looks so weird, but this is what I like about CES. It's just that you do get stuff that doesn't make sense. There's been news of I think it's like Samsung. Somebody is making or is showing a fridge freezer that has like an interface on the side, so that you can like almost like a tablet basically in the side of the
Oh.
fridge.
Yeah, I've sort of seen stuff like that.
It's just like
Like you can reorder your what is it? Your shopping. That's
yeah.
what I was looking for. Shopping.
There's a thing. What's it called? Smarter fridge cam. You put this
What?
camera inside your fridge, so there's an app on your phone. You can look at what's in your fridge.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
really lazy.
Yep.
But it would stop them trips to the kitchen to go, oh, there's nothing I want to eat.
But the thing is, though, that wouldn't work for the freezer. Like, I can see how it would work for the fridge. The fridge is like, you open the fridge, it's quite open planned. But really, it's the freezers where you want to know, because you have to go digging. If you've got like a chest freezer, you're having to go digging for food.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, so CES has just had a few weird and wonderful things popping up.
I mean, that flex cam thing just sounds like stalker tools.
Yeah.
You can now like flex it up to Windows. And
Oh,
like,
wow.
oh god, that's
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking, actually, you say that. Like, who's to say that the fridge cam is supposed to be used in the fridge? Like, this idea came from somewhere, and I'm guessing it doesn't just stick in the fridge. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's true.
Stick it anywhere.
I bet you that's what they market it as, but really,
It's
they
like
know.
it goes back to when Internet Explorer had the privacy function, so she can't see when I buy her presents.
Oh my god.
But we
That-
all know what privacy setting is for.
The thing is, yeah, it's like those adverts are so joke because it's sort of like, you're a liar.
The thing is, he might as well have winked to the camera. Like, that's how bad it was.
Yeah, that was
Just full on, like,
incognito. Ooh.
Um, yeah. So have you seen Squeak as well? There's been a bit more talk. I didn't realize how close it was. The Far Cry Primal. Have you seen much of that?
I've only seen, you know, I've seen a bit of gameplay. Like I've seen the guy have you've got like little companions with you, haven't you, on this?
You can, yeah. So it's set in some sort of, I don't. I'm gonna say the Stone Age, but I don't know which period it's actually set in.
Let's just say the dawn of
Um,
men.
and yeah, it just looks like they've taken away all the things like all your creature comforts like guns. You know, they've taken all those kind of ways so that you kind of you have to sort of play the game in a different way. Because if you think if all you've got is bow and arrow and like spears and stuff and clubs, you have to take a different approach to sitting God knows how many meters out with a sniper rifle picking off people at the camp.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's cool how you can, you know, tame an animal and then use it in different ways. So it was saying that you can like use owls to like scope a battlefield and mark out the enemies, or I think one of the things they were saying is different animals have their own strengths and weaknesses. So you know, like if you were to, I don't know if you could tame the mammoth, but I imagine the mammoth would be like a tank. You know, you send the mammoth in and everybody's attacking it. It takes loads to go down. But if you had something like a saber tooth, then the saber
I
tooth would
wonder if
just
they
be
can
like,
die.
that is a
Because
good question.
it would sort of bring in that persistence, wouldn't it?
Well, it's been mentioned that it
Of
has
gameplay.
its own. Is it like an ecosystem? So, you know, you'll be walking around and animals will be eating animals. Animals themselves will be breeding. So there'll be like a little world going on in its own right. So, I mean, that could be.
See, I think it looks good, but I've got a feeling the gameplay won't, like it looks good in stills and stuff, but I
Hmm.
can't see the gameplay being that fun. I don't know.
I'd say you have to give it a chance, see what happens in it. Because this is the thing that we've been talking about, is having something different. I find it kind of funny how it's, you know, set the way that it's set, and you know, Ark recently has become really popular. Obviously, it broke like 1 million. There are more people playing it on console than there are on Steam. Did you know
Really?
that? Yeah. So Ark has blown up. So it seems to be this thing of going back and having like dinosaurs and mammoths and things like that. You know, maybe that's the new zombies. Maybe that's what's going to start happening. So soon we'll have like Call of Duty Caveman.
Wow. Call of Duty dinosaurs.
There we go.
That'd be pretty crazy.
So maybe that's the next thing. I don't know. But yeah, it does look pretty good. It's just like in the trailer, it sort of shows you all these things where you with your tribe and then they take on like a mammoth and stuff. And at the very end, it shows him walking through like the dark, and then just like this next tribe just pops out and attacks, and then it cuts to black. But it
I'm
does look
still
pretty cool.
haunted by Ark.
I
You
haven't
know,
been back on. I can't.
no, I can't. After we got raided, never
I need to
went.
get. Yeah, I need to mourn. I need to get over it.
But it's the thingy that haunts me. The oh, what's that noise? Why is my camera shaking? Everybody's dead.
What they called Gigantosaurus Rex or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
So yeah, Squeak, you were asking me before the show, and I said that I would reveal this to you as you weren't aware of it, and I feel like when I do say, you might remember hearing of it a few years back. Pokken Tournament. Now, Pokken Tournament have announced that they're going to be adding some characters. It's been in Japan in arcades for a little while. I am not sure when it's coming to the Western world. I feel like it's in January, but I'm not sure. Now, Pokken is the love child of Pokemon and Tekken. So what they've
Okay.
done is they've taken the combat system, the fight style of Tekken, and they've put Pokemon in it. So I don't think you're going to be able to take Jin and fight Charizard. You know?
So it's like it's basically a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
I
mean,
didn't.
yeah, it's in the arcades in Japan, I think it said. So it seems to be doing relatively well if they're like updating the roster and stuff. I can't remember how many Pokemon they said is in it. Sorry, just having a look. The unannounced character will be the game's 13th playable Pokemon, following in the footsteps of Blaziken, Lucario, Pikachu, Suicune, Gengar, and more. It's just
Ooh.
the thing is, it's just that thing where like I feel like because the way that Pokemon are and they can have projectiles, that's more of a Street Fighter thing.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see because obviously Tekken's all about combo systems more than doing a move that done a Thunderbolt, you know?
Yeah, and well, you'd always have that one move that's like a build-up
Yeah.
sort of thing, wouldn't you? But yeah, I
But
mean,
the thing is, we don't have many arcades in the UK anymore. Like so in the local area here, the ones that say arcade are just full of fruit machines. It's not actually arcades.
I was gonna
Of-
say,
You got the ones attached to like Hollywood Bowl and the cinema and stuff, but they're really like lacking.
you're not like your full-on like cabinet gaming sort of
I think
like.
I think we'll give this podcast thing a go for a few years. I mean, maybe if we hit like the 5 year mark and we're not getting anywhere, you know, like we're still struggling to get 100 likes on the Facebook page or 100 subscribers on YouTube. I think we should make a business plan and open up an arcade.
An arcade, really?
Yes,
Hmm.
because I think we could do it, mate. I think
You
we
need
could.
you need a lot of money to start out.
I
'Cause
know.
if you think, yeah.
But you know, we'll have our business plan and you know we'll sort it out. You can sell your house and stuff. You can sell everything you own. And then we'll go from
Oh.
there.
And you? What about you?
Well, I'm the brains, so you've got to bring the finances.
So I'm basically a homeless bum.
Well, it takes money to
And
make money. Because once the arcade idea takes off, then you'll
where
be
will I
a
live?
badillionaire.
What if it doesn't take
You
off?
can live above the arcade. There
I
we
don't
go.
know.
See?
I
See?
don't know.
We'll just get a place with accommodation above, and you can live there. Boom. You're welcome. You are welcome, Squeak.
And who's gonna run it? Is this like, oh, you live there, so yeah, you may as well run it, open up, and
You can, you can be caretaker, I suppose. And then you can try and catch them out and see if they do the Wreck-It Ralph thing.
This
I don't think
doesn't
this
really,
is selling to you.
No, it doesn't really sound like
Okay.
a good idea to me. I mean, like,
That's fine. I'll find another business partner. I don't need you. It's cool.
that's gonna sell everything they own.
Yeah.
And what's gonna be in the flat that they live above the arcade in?
Whatever they want.
But they own nothing because they've sold it for you.
But then the money you make from the arcade then pays for stuff. Okay, moving on. Have you seen? Well, you use Google Play, so there's been a thing where on iTunes, Minecraft 2 has popped up,
Really?
and it made it to like the top 10 of the iTunes chart. The problem is that it's fake.
So what is it?
Apparently, it's just a complete like bogus app. It's got the person's like named themselves after the guy that made Five Nights at Freddy, like he's done like a bit of a pseudonym. But then the game itself is just nothing, really. And it's one of those where it says it's a top-down swiper game where you defend Scorpion from Mortal Kombat from zombies. It's just like a really crappy put together game. But here's the thing, Squeak, is that obviously it's made it to the top 10 of the chart. It's a fiver. So this person, whoever this person is, has just raked in loads of money from just putting Minecraft 2 on it, having the picture saying Minecraft 2, and then all these people have obviously bought it. Kids that obviously want it, and their parents know better, and they spent £5 on a load of rubbish.
I'm pretty sure that that there is a lawsuit in there, sort of thing.
So the thing is, they're waiting for the person to obviously be caught up through via copyright, because it's been reported and obviously it's made, you know, on a few of the tech sites it's actually become publicized. But it's just one of those things where like how can Apple and iTunes, like surely there should be something in there
like a verification system or something
that stops me and you from making the original Mario Bros and then just sticking it on there as an app. Like there has to be something to stop that. How is it that this person was able to push that through? But I imagine Microsoft's legal team will probably wipe that person off the face of the earth. But it just worries me. Things like that still happen. It's not like, you know, they're new to having. Surely there's a process to putting an app forward to end up on iTunes.
The thing is, it's like it's sort of a get rich quick scheme, but I mean, realistically, if he thought about it, I wouldn't go near a scam like that. If you was a scammer, would
Yeah.
you? Like,
It's so easily linked back as well. Like,
yeah, and it's just so bait. It's so open to just like, yeah, I don't know. Why name it Minecraft 2? Name it something else. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's the thing they've cleared. And the thing is, it's the Minecraft splash screen, and they just put the number 2 in it in sort of Minecraft font.
crazy.
But yeah, it's just.
They are not a good scammer.
I tell you what's crazy. Have you seen Time to Just Cause on YouTube?
No.
So it's this video of somebody on Just Cause 3, and they've literally walked to like the central reservation of a road, and just put their pad down and just watched what's happened in the world.
Really?
And yeah, and it gets a bit. It's just funny because like I haven't played Just Cause 3, so I don't know it all. But some guy turns up like a NPC turns up like firing a gun, and then somebody dies, and then it's got like a body count, but then somebody crashes into like the person and drives off. That's a hit and run. And then you've got like panicked nuns, then like traffic collisions. The death toll goes up to like 6 or 7 in like a minute 46 of playing the game and standing still. Like the game itself just creates carnage, like people killing each other and stuff. So
Yeah,
just
that's
cause.
pretty. Yeah.
It's a dangerous place. It's definitely worth a watch. I'll chuck the link in for people to watch it. But it's just the way that I was like, okay, let's see how this pans out. And yeah, it just all kicks off. I don't know who this person is. I don't know how it works. You know, are there rebels or whatever in
Yeah. There's like rebels, and then there's government sort
So,
of forces.
so yeah, it must be one of them that obviously just turns up and starts kicking it off. A few gunshots, drivers start going mad, and yeah, nah, definitely give it a look because it just made me
It's,
laugh. You don't actually have to do anything.
I was gonna say it almost sounds like, you know, when you see videos of people just standing about in GTA and then it kicks off.
Yeah. um, Squeak.
Yes.
With the thought of people being shot and stuff like that. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be shot?
Uh, is this gonna lead to me being in a position to be shot?
Not necessarily. I
Okay.
am not going to shoot you, but
Wait, then who?
the reason why I ask is because there's a thing being produced called the Teslasuit. So, you know, we've discussed the whole VR thing, and it's being pushed more and more, and it's, you know, ascending to new heights. Now there is the Teslasuit being created by Tesla Studios.
Okay.
It's a suit that you wear that will,
Replicate what happens in game to you.
yeah.
I think I've seen this before.
So you know, if
This,
you were to get shot, you'd get like a shock in the space that the hit detection would go in, and
I'm
you know.
pretty sure I saw this years ago, in fact. Like,
The thing is, I wonder if it's because Oculus Rift is coming out. Oh my god, have you seen the price of Oculus Rift?
yeah, ridiculous.
500, like what the... So I think, yeah, with all of that, you know, it's, I just, sorry, I'm really struggling to get my words out, purely because this VR thing is coming out, and it's coming out at such a price that they're not making it possible for it to take off.
Well, it's sort of like what, yeah. And then you got, it's like we were saying last week, isn't it? VR is sort of, it's how accessible it is, and then it's how much backing it gets from publishers and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't see it going anywhere. I think
So,
it looks good, but I just don't think it's going to go anywhere.
so yeah, so there's two. There's a 16 channel developer kit and a 52 channel kit. The 16 channel developer kit costs £1,119, and it's 2,500 for the 52 channel one. And it's like, if they make it so, I guess the technology, you know, the price hasn't come down. It must not be that common. But at the same time, if the price is that high, they've made it so that only the elite would want to buy it.
Yeah. The thing is, it's a case of they're sort of shooting themselves in the foot, aren't they? Like if the technology isn't cheap enough now, don't bring it out. Bring it out in the future. You've got your base.
Yeah.
You know how to make it. Bring it out later on. A lot of people will be like, oh, like, but at the same time, people that are like that about it not coming out aren't gonna buy it.
that's the thing. And thinking of it from like a gamer's point of view, is that the whole point in us playing games is so that we can play games with other people. And as far as I can see, these games are single player experiences. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
I'm gonna shell out over £1,000 for this suit that I can play and I can see what's going on, I can feel it, but nobody else can feel it at the same time. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
we spend 300, 400 quid on a console. That is quite a lot. But the amount of people that we're sharing the social experience with.
That's the thing. I mean, it's like you'll be like getting shot and being like, oh, like, did you feel that kind of thing? That's
Yeah.
mad, like crazy. Like you're going wild in your living room, spinning. Like,
And yeah, it's just it is mad. I don't know. I hope this VR thing just dies. That's how I feel now. I want it to just pass away.
it's just not gonna work.
It really isn't.
Just like I say, it's a good concept and stuff for immersion and like bringing you into the game. But
Mm.
if you're
Just the
no,
price of it. It's just too expensive. It's one of those things where
it's
you need to be a baller. You
it's
need to be
its own
balling.
barrier, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
its own barrier to the market, sort of thing.
And on the subject of being a baller, I'm moving on to this week's WhatsApp. Make It Rain. Now this game, I mean, it's one of those games where it's so basic and so simple. It's like one of those games where you earn currency. Normally it's like you earn currency by tapping the screen. Have you seen
Okay.
like a Bitcoin miner and things like that? You just tap 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 tap. You get coins at the top, and then you spend those coins to then invest in something so that you get coins at a faster rate. Now,
Okay, yeah.
with Make It Rain, you do the process of putting your phone or your tablet in the palm of your hand, and you make it rain. You know, like you just had wads of money. You're just there, just flicking off the top,
Really?
making it rain. Yeah, it's nice and colourful as you go through. Like the thing that I like is you can change your currency as well. So you can change your bills. So you've got like a generic looking US dollar, a generic looking British pound. Then you have an actual template of a $1 bill.
Who throws pounds at people?
But the thing is, obviously this is American developed because it's a British pound. It's a piece of paper.
I was gonna say it'd be
A
like
real $1
shrapnel.
bill. All about the Benjamins. There's loads of $100 bills. But then you've got bacon bills, Argentinian pesos, Australian dollars, Brazilian reals, Canadian dollars, Chinese yuan, the euro, Indian rupees, Japanese yen, Kenyan shillings, Mexican pesos, Russian rubles, Saudi rial, Singapore dollar, South African rand, South Korea won. So you know, there's many a currency you can pick. Right now, I'm making it rain by throwing bacon. I'm throwing bacon bills, and each
Okay.
time I'm throwing five bacons. But yeah, it is a game. The thing that I like about it is it's one of those games where I don't really care about it. It's just sort of passes the time. And if the girls decide to be the annoying girls that they are, and they come and sit and they're like, "Daddy, we want to play," it's like, "Fine, that's fine. You guys just swipe the screen. It's absolutely fine." Um, Since I'm just playing on it now as I'm talking about it. There's as you play through, as you make more money, they have like this level up. So you start off with a rubber band around your money, then a paper wrap, bronze clip, silver clip, gold clip, platinum clip, LED clip, diamond clip, alligator clip, and then a laser clip. You can unlock different backgrounds to have on the screen, but then they also have like as you get through, you unlock soundtracks. So I don't know if you can hear this. Hold on. So that is soundtrack side A. Because
Okay.
when you're first playing the game, it's just silent. Like you're just like flicking the money and that's it. You have to play for
Really?
ages to unlock like music, yeah. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing this week. I just thought it's just a nice simple one. It's not going to get a high score because it is just so basic. But where it is fit for purpose, it does what it says on the tin. And it's not a game that you can just play for 5 minutes and unlock all the things it's got. Like some of it is ridiculously expensive.
Okay, so it's a
And
grind sort of
yeah, so
thing.
if you wanted to play this game seriously for whatever reason, it would take you ages to get to the end. Because I think since I've been playing it, when you play it so far, once you get 100 million, I think it was, or 100 billion, then you can like prestige. Obviously, it's not called prestiging, but then you start
Yeah.
again at the basic, but then the percentage of things, so you can spend silver spoons to cut the cost of things, so cut the cost of the investments by however many percent. Increase the percent that you get per swipe and things like that. So yeah, it's fit for purpose. It does what you'd expect it to do, and it's not completable in 2 seconds. So I'm going to give it 3. 3 out of 5 this week for making it rain.
Wow.
I just love putting it in my hand and just, acting like I'm just at the club, just like, make it rain. But yeah, I think, I don't know, I'm really trying to find something different. It's so hard to, you've got people like this scammer putting Minecraft 2 on there. I want to find a hidden gem, but I find it so hard. iTunes makes it really hard to find an app that is low in the charts. It'll only show you like the top 50. Unless you know what it's called, it's near impossible to stumble upon something that's a hidden gem,
Yeah,
And that's why I keep saying, like, I keep putting it on the group, on the Facebook page, put it on Twitter. I just want to try and find somebody that's creating something that I can play and then can talk about. So yeah, just put it out again. I mean, the Facebook page is going up quite a bit. I've gone on a bit of a campaign getting people to share, because I've said once we get to 100 likes on the page, then I've got a mystery gift that I'm going to give out to one lucky winner. So the way it's going to go is when we have 100 likes, I'm going to put a picture up. I don't know. I'm going to put a picture of a box that says ÜWatt on it, and everybody that has liked that has also liked the page will be put into a draw, and then next weekend we'll probably do it on the show. That's how we'll announce it, I think. If it's done within this week, because I think we need like 10 to 20 people, and I think that in next week's show we'll actually randomly generate it, and then I'll say the name on the show. Boom.
RNG.
Yeah. So at the time of recording, we were on 88 likes. 12 more, and then I'll put this picture up. We'll start the competition. Next week's show, we'll draw the winner, and then I'll get their address. I'll message them, get their address, and I will post them the mystery gift. The gift's value is £20.
Nice.
I won't say what it is, because I think that's part of the fun. But it is worth £20.
Is it a green dildo?
It is not a green dildo. It is not. All right. Now I feel that anybody listening that was thinking of getting the competition, it is not a rude prize. It is a fun prize. It is not rude. It is something you could play with in front of your parents. It's fine.
Well, technically, if you're that kind of person.
It's something that you could play with in front of children at school. That's how clean it is and family friendly it is. Like people will be like, "Oh, let me have a go." That's the kind of thing it is. That's all the clues, I think. So yeah,
definitely not a big green dildo.
Before I dig a hole any deeper into how dubious this price actually is, yeah, just throw me off my stride. So yeah, so please, like, everybody that's on the page, if anybody's listening, if you could just go onto the Facebook page, facebook.com/ÜWatt, UWATT podcast. So facebook.com, ÜWatt podcast. When you've liked the page, if you could just invite everybody you know. I know it's a bit annoying, but you can only do it once, so you can't do it to people more than once. So just share it with everybody. If people join, great. We're just trying to get the name out. That's all we're trying to do. I mean, Kinney and the guys over at Sunday Segway, Kinney and Shugs, they've actually been approached this week. Somebody has been listening to their podcast for the last 6 months. Kinney tried to get an interview with him, and the guy was like, "We'll do stuff in the future." Then he's been listening to the show for 6 months, and it's getting to a point where this guy wants Kinney to be part of I can't remember what the network's called, but they're going to become the UK representatives, and the guy they've contacted has links with WWE.
Okay,
so these guys, so these guys are in like their 3rd year, and I think it is just through getting the networks out, literally just sharing it. People that share it, people that share it, people that share it with people. That's how you're doing us a big favor. The people that are liking and sharing stuff. I think that's my shout out this week, is to everybody that has liked the page, everybody that has shared anything, just anybody that has spoke about it to anybody else, because just getting our name out there is the main thing. That's the first hurdle. It's like we said, our YouTube is still stuck at like 30ish subscribers, but I think that through getting people on the page likes, then we're gauging that interest, and people will check out the YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
Because there's people on there like my mum's friends. Some of them, there's a few of them that are literally people that would never be interested in gaming or tech, but they are sharing it with other people.
Yeah.
And like, I appreciate the hell out of that, man.
Like I say, like a virus.
Yes,
Spreading.
the gonorrhea of podcasts.
Yeah. Why couldn't you pick a good virus?
I don't know. What is a good virus?
I don't know.
Well then.
I was
But yeah,
gonna make one up.
the Facebook page, we're going to try and keep the Facebook page comical. I didn't want to keep it all serious and try and put like news articles up. So I thought that's why I just share stuff that is that I see on Reddit that's kind of comical and cool videos from like everyday gamers and the gaming Bible and stuff like that, just so that it kind of all puts it together and there's stuff for people to look at, share, and laugh at. And yeah, I mean, check us out on Podomatic. The Podomatic is we're on iTunes and Podomatic purely because I know some people don't want to just have their YouTube open to listen to us.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many people if we were only on YouTube, then we could only get people to listen on YouTube. So I've just kind of got the Podomatic there, so I'll keep sharing that and I'll keep uploading to there so people can obviously use that. But yeah, please like, share, subscribe. If you don't like, I think one of our videos did get a thumbs down, but if it's anybody that that wants to, give us a review. Tell us what you think. Actually, give us a comment. Obviously you haven't liked it. What is it? Is it Squeak? Is it Jace's nasally voice? Like, what is it?
I don't have a nasally voice.
No,
it's not
Jace's nasally voice. You're squeaky.
Oh, okay. My voice isn't that squeaky though.
Oh, my voice isn't that squeaky though.
And that's not what I sound like.
That's not what I sound like.
I like my baba.
So yeah, there's just a little bit of a ramble, a bit of a waffle, but yeah. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody that's been sharing. Keep sharing. Keep getting this out there. I want to do this competition. This thing is in its box. It needs to be given away. So get us to 100 likes. Let's start the competition. Let's give it out, and then I don't know. Maybe should we do it again at 200, and then I'll give out something else random. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. That could be our thing, just a random giveaway every 100. Well, we'll start every 100 to say 5.
It's not that random if it's every 100. I don't want to be.
No, I mean like giving away to a random person.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry,
I thought you meant like
not at a
100.
random interval. But if we did it, say every 100 to 500, if we done like okay, so we'll do 100, then we'll do 250, then 5, then 1,000. We'll go on from there. And I think that if we actually get to a point, because the channel's not monetized or anything, we don't have the views to start monetizing stuff. But if we start making money off of this, I'll put the money into getting bigger prizes. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool. Because this ain't our day jobs. This is just a hobby. So yeah, Squeak. Any more messages?
Someone mentioned about Dreamcast 2 to me the other day. They've seen like adverts for it and stuff. Dreamcast 2 won't happen. I'll just leave it at that. It's not going to happen.
It'd be nice though, wouldn't it? But
it would, but it's not going to happen.
Sega have lost their power, haven't they?
That's the thing. They've sold off all their games are going to everyone else now. So
would make sense to start back. Okay. Dreamcast 2 isn't happening. You heard it here first, I'm assuming, because I haven't heard that yet.
If it does, I don't know. I'll eat a hat.
Okay. So, as always, I've been Jace, he's been Squeak, and we'll see you next week.
Later.